Hello and welcome to Piece of English. Piece of English is an English podcast to help you enhance your English level. Today is episode 34 and it's Monday, May 11th. I am recording this episode. So today we are going to talk about one of the most common problems English learners face. Which is a lot of students, tell me that we cannot speak. I know grammar, I know vocabulary, words, but I cannot speak. Why is this? Why does this happen? So let me tell you an example of myself first. It happened with me personally. I was, I think, in university at the time. It's a long time ago. So I was buying something at the supermarket, and then next to me was a person who speaks English only, So he was trying to understand the price of eggs from the salesman. It was me, the other customer, and the salesman. So only the three of us. And I clearly understood what is the other customer saying. I clearly understood it. Actually, I don't remember it now, but I just remember what happened. So he was telling him, like, is the eggs like this price, blah, 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 and kept saying a number. Yeah. So the salesman maybe just, he didn't understand somehow the English. So he kept looking at me, like, when you ask some people for help. So if you know what is this customer saying, please help, just looking. At the time, I really understood what the other customer said. I could really say the answer he needed, or I could really, interpret between both of them. I could translate or interpret what each of them is saying. But at the time, I remember clearly that I was freezing the whole 2 minutes, these whole 2 minutes. Why? Yes, here is the real thing. Of course, they both dealt with each other, like using most of body language and the thing was done. But really, the whole 2 minutes or those whole 2 minutes, I was freezing. I didn't say anything. Um, I remember feeling like this. They are both talking in front of me, and in front of my mind, there is another talk going on. Yeah? What is it? No, I can't speak English. What if I speak and then this English speaker, ha ha ha, laughs at me? What if I speak and then he just, makes fun of me? Like, is this even English, you say? You know? So I was really afraid of speaking because this other English speaker can make fun of me. He can laugh at me. Like, I was afraid of his judgment of my English speaking. This is the main and basic reason I didn't speak. So after that, when I reflected on the situation, I understand one thing that I really couldn't speak at the time because I was afraid. I was worried about what other people think of my English. What if I speak and then this customer laughs at me, like, what is this terrible accent you have? What is this terrible English words you use? And so this is a big problem, yeah? Lately, actually, one of my students asked me or told me the same thing. She told me that I meet English native speakers, but I cannot tell them anything. I cannot speak with them. I understand most of what they say, but I cannot speak to them. Why? And here it went. I actually tried to, like calm her down. It's nothing. It happens all the time. You really don't need to worry about this thing. It happens really. But when I was trying to calm her down, I remembered myself back then at this supermarket. So when we think that people will judge us, people will criticize our speaking way, criticize our English, this is the first obstacle we construct in our own ways. This is the first stone we throw at our own house, if you get what I mean. So, most of English speakers, I think in this case, they are afraid of making mistakes. But here's my point. English is not our first language. It's not our mother tongue. So at the end of the day, we are all learners. Yeah. So as a learner, it's fine if I make a mistake. Actually, some native English speakers, they make mistakes also in English. It happens, really happens. So I am an Arabic native speaker, and sometimes I make mistakes reading Arabic or understanding an Arabic word. Really, it happens. Being a native doesn't mean that I am an expert in the language. No. Or why do we have this, college of Arabic studies, college of English studies, college of, Japanese studies? And the Japanese people can go to the Japanese studies college. Arabic people, like, or Arabic speakers like myself, we can go to Arabic studies department or something like this. Why? Because we need to study, even if it's my own language. I need to study it to be an expert. So, first thing, we need to understand this. As a learner of the language, I am really allowed to make mistakes. Even if I am a native speaker, but I am still not an expert, so I am also allowed to make mistakes. Yeah? So if we think this way, if we keep this in mind, I wouldn't really be worried about making mistakes or tongue slips or anything like this. Because actually this is a very, very, very common problem between English learners. There is actually another problem I also faced lately with another student. This other one, she was like, how can I say so? It wasn't actually about that student only, but a big number, I think, of English learners, they think that if I keep studying English for um, a year or 2 years or something like this, so after this, I can stop learning. It's fine. Now I can speak English, and this is it. So I will stop learning. It's fine. Just a course or uh, some uh, some time of learning, and then this is it. Actually, this is another mistaken idea because learning a language never stops. It doesn't have an end, you know? And it's not like a desperate thing. It's actually, on the contrary, it's an interesting thing if you think it like the way I think it. Um, Learning a language actually is something without an end because you learn about something alive, you know? So imagine yourself, for example, raising a child. Okay? So every day with this child, you learn something new. Yeah? Uh, does raising a child take you the first 2 years only or the first 5 years only of the child's age? No, it's like an ongoing process. So the same in English, because English or any other language is alive something. It's it doesn't have an ending, if you get what I mean. So even if you think you speak very well, or even if you think you can now, oh, I can now communicate and this is the perfect thing I could do in my life, you should keep listening. You should keep learning because here or there, you will hear a new word. You will hear a new expression, something you never heard of. Actually, this happens with me. I am uh, an English teacher with like more than 7 or 6 years experience now. And I hear things that, wow, I never heard something like this before in English. And I keep thinking about it. I keep searching about it like, Was it even there when I was learning? So yes, it happens. Also in Japanese. I speak Japanese, so whenever I listen, wow, I still have a long way to go. This is how I think. Yeah. Also in English, the same thing. So before we learn or before we take this step of learning a new language, now this is not only about English, we need to understand that it's not an ending process. It's not a process with expiry date. No, it's never like this. Actually, if you study English for 2 years and then you use what you have for the rest of your life, you will miss a lot actually in English because you will keep using the 3 or 2 words you learned in these 2 years, and you will miss the whole lot additions or the new things in the language, because languages have new idioms, new expressions, new vocab. Like this happens to all languages, yeah, because it's used, it's alive between people. So yep, we need to understand these two problems, or how to deal with these two problems very well. One, our personal feeling that people will judge me. People will say that what is this, like, terrible accent you speak? Like, what is this um, mm, what are these grammar mistakes you are making, all the time? So we need to forget about these ideas. Just focus on speaking. Just try to communicate your idea, and this is it. People will understand. Never mind. And the second problem, which is I should put a deadline for learning English. Like it's after a month or 2 months, I will be English expert, and this is it. I will stop studying and learning. So this also needs reflection from us, because no, you will keep listening, you will keep communicating and learning from other people as long as you live using this language. Yeah. So these are the most common problems I face, with actually a lot of people, not only the students or not only, my classes and so on. So if you have other problems you face around you, like in learning any new language, please share with us in the comments. And thank you for listening.